Hello, everybody. My name is Vivian, a part of Umos Inc. So, for today, I know this is probably not the video you're expecting when you clicked on here, but I implore you to please stay and watch this all the way through. I am an aspiring young creative, and I really hope to be able to get my creative ideas and creative ambitions out there and hopefully, meet all my goals and really pursue all of my ambitions. So, one thing that I'm really hoping to do and take part in is to do the creative direction and directing for music videos. Music videos are something that I'm sure all of us really enjoy watching, especially when it's very well done. So, just in the interest of trying to get my imagination and my creative direction out there and my ideas out there, I've put together a plethora of these videos that I will be showing and explaining to you today. So, one artist or a group that I really hope to work with in the future is FLO. I've been a fan of them literally since they debuted, since Cardboard Box. So, I was really excited for their album to drop. And once it did, obviously, hit after hit. And I was very eager to see what kind of music videos they would put out, as they've already put out a number of music videos. But seeing that it's been some time now and they don't have music videos for all of their songs, I thought, why not kind of like throw my hat in the ring just to show you and explain to you how I would do the creative direction for their music videos. Um, I also want to point out, kind of just like on a fan note here, I know that they were supposed to go on tour, but apparently Renee tore her ACL. So prayers up to Renee. Hopefully she recovers soon. That really sucks. But back to a more professional note, this is my creative direction for their song Trustworthy off of the Access All Areas album. I know that Trustworthy is an interlude, so it's a bit of a shorter song, but I still think that it is most definitely worthy of a music video and of visuals. So this is kind of where my creative direction for their visuals would be essentially. So, like always, or like I really want to do for all these videos, if you haven't heard the song, I highly implore you to go listen to the song and then come back and watch my video all the way through, just so you can kind of see, where my head was at and kind of why I've chosen these specific visuals and the specific imagery for the music video, for the potential music video. But if you don't want to listen to the whole song, I'll play a few seconds of it here for you. For me, I say it over and over. I thought I told you, don't gotta worry, I'm trustworthy. I ain't nothing like you had before. No, they did you dirty, didn't deserve. So now that you've heard a bit of the song, I just want to move on to what my general overview for the creative direction of this music video would be. So, like I said, it's a bit of a shorter song, so there's really not too much that I have planned out. But just to give you a simple overview, I was really envisioning like a simple setup. When I listen to this song, I definitely envision kind of like this very light, almost heavenly aesthetic and kind of like visual to the song. So that's why, as you can see on the screen here, I was really just thinking about the color palette being something that was very simple, very neutral, in the arena of like white and light beiges. I really think that keeping it towards that like simple color palette kind of makes sure that it coincides with the song. Of course, the focal point within the video would be the singers, would be the girls, and like I said before, when I was listening to the song, I was really envisioning something very like light and airy and bright. So I was really thinking about the lighting and how the lighting would look. And I was really envisioning almost like natural sunlight, but you can also get the necessary, light and bright lighting even without, a natural sunlight aid. But just overall, in general, the lighting is something very like airy and just very light, very, very bright. And when I was thinking about the camera shots, this is also something that I really, really try to think hard on and really try to make sure that I have this solidified in my head. Because, like I said, I am an aspiring creative, aspiring director, so I'm not yet as formally trained as I wish to be. So when I really try to envision this, I really want to make sure that I'm having everything to a T. So when I was thinking about the camera shots, I was thinking about, wide shots of all the girls, of all the singers. I was thinking about focus shots during each verse. When I make these videos, I try to make sure that I have the specifics planned out, or at least as many specifics as possible, so that it's not just very, very generalized. So I try to look at the lyrics of each song just to see who's singing what verse and then kind of go from there. But when you look at the lyrics of this song, the girls are singing together for most of the song, I believe. So I was really thinking about how certain side shots would also look very like nice in the video. It would definitely go well in the video. So side shots of the girls when they're singing, side shots of, a specific girl who's not singing but maybe just looking off to a side camera, and you have her in the focus versus a girl who is singing in the background. So imagine, if Renee is singing one verse, but then you have the side camera that's focused on Stella looking into the camera, while we can see Renee singing in the background. So I was kind of really thinking about that and how those visuals would play out. Like I said before, it's a pretty short song, so the presentation that I have here is pretty short as well. So I definitely think some visual aid would definitely kind of show you what I was going for a lot better. So here I just have this mood board that I've created for the aesthetics that I was thinking of. I also do want to say that these are not my original um, images. These are not my original pictures. I was not able to source every original creator for these images that I use. I'm merely just trying to use these photos and whatever photos and videos that I use as like a visual aid for the audience, so you kind of see what I'm getting at. So here you can see the mood board that I have. I was envisioning the background to have a lot of white draping or a lot of white drapery. Like I said, a very simplistic, neutral white or beige color palette. So that's what I was really envisioning, with like white drapery on the ceiling, on the walls, on the floor. So, like, again, really going into this almost like heavenly and light aesthetic. So, similar to like the light here, and this is kind of like the lighting that I was really envisioning. When I was also thinking about the setup, like the overall setup for how the girls would actually be in the music video, I first envisioned in my head the girls all sitting on different stools, so like individual stools, or just some kind of individual seating. But when I was looking for images to add to this mood board, I found this image here. And I really like this couch, and I think a style of this couch with all three girls sitting on it would also be fairly nice. I still do think the individual seating would probably be a bit better, but obviously that's something that can be worked out as, the process is going on in making this music video. So again, when I try to plan these things out and I'm really planning like visuals of something, I really like to be as detail oriented as possible. So I was also thinking about what kind of fashion aesthetics would go well with this video. So I was thinking of, what you see here that I've added some white draped dresses, or some sort of, white dress, something that still coincides with almost like the background of like this drapery, this white drapery. And when I was thinking of jewelry as well, I was really considering all kinds of jewelry that would go with it. And I definitely think pearls are what should be settled on best. Pearls are a bit simple, but they're still very impactful in fashion. Like, they still have a big fashion impact, in my opinion. So I definitely think pearls, white draped dress is something that would go together overall for this video. And as you can see here, kind of like an out of place image, but I have this white mic. But like I said before, very detail oriented is what I like to be. And I really like to, and I wish to be able to take the creative direction helm when it comes to all of these specific details. So again, everything should be planned down to a T. So I was really thinking, everything has to come together, very nicely. So white mics to go with the white setting, go with the white background, the white dresses. I definitely think white mics would be the way to go, as the girls are singing in this music video. So just like look at more of, again, this mood board that I have planned, and you can kind of see what I'm getting at. when it comes to what I was thinking around the creative direction for this music video. So that's all I really have for you today. If you watch this video all the way through, I really do appreciate that. Like I said before, I'm an aspiring creative. I really hope to be able to take part in video production and all kinds of different production, but specifically in shooting music videos and planning out music videos and doing creative direction for a number of artists. Like I mentioned before, I hope I mentioned before, growing up, I loved watching music videos and I loved seeing artists do all kinds of cool music videos. So that's definitely something that I really wish to also do and carry on, hopefully as a part of one of my many ventures and many careers. Um, like I said before, this is something that I really do hope to get an opportunity doing. So I know, again, as you clicked on this video, it's probably not what you're expecting. But if you really watch this all the way through, I really do appreciate that. So, again, my name is Vivian, part of Umos Inc., and this was my creative direction for FLO's Trustworthy. And that's all for now. Bye.